Rants, obviously, dead performance, dead result. Back to square one?
I don't know. I'm going to try and be positive, so I'm going to say at least it wasn't 4-0, blood. Because, yeah, that was shit, fam.
Is that what we
You know what I mean? It was shit, to be completely honest. And you know what it was? Loads of people were like, oh, always negative and that. After the Chelsea game, I didn't get gassed, bruv, because how we played today is how we started against Chelsea for the first 55 minutes. And then we got a lucky goal, bruv, because it was a lucky goal. Ashley Young shanked a shot, landed at Martial. We scored and then the game changed. Had that not happened, we would have gone out like we went out today, bruv. Like, let's make no mistake about it. Like, Jose set out the team the exact same way, an attacking lineup, but it was negative from the beginning, bruv. And Juve didn't get out of second gear today, bruv, and they could have still tonked us if they really wanted to.
Why is that happening? Like, you look at the attacking lineup, why is the clear instructions from Jose to just sit back and take it? Especially, all right, even at the bridge, you can say, all right, they haven't lost the game, so maybe act a bit more reserved. Yeah, Juventus are a good side, but we're at home in the Champions League trying to build some momentum, and he's just making the players just sit there.
Bruv, he's a coward. I've said it loads of times. At the end of the day, when you look at his teams that have won stuff, he's always had a pretty solid back five anyway. And then he's had individuals that have gone and won games for him. He said himself, he coaches his defenders, his midfield, he don't coach his attackers. He just expects them to do stuff. Do you know what I mean? When you've got attackers that aren't drilled against a well-drilled defence like Juventus, an experienced defence, like, what the hell did you expect, bro? We didn't create nothing today. And I always said, Jose screaming out for centre-backs, but we don't create enough chances. Us not scoring goals, I think it's like 10 or 15 goals behind like the highest goal scorers in the league, bro, already.
And we've conceded nearly the most as well.
I mean, we conceded nearly the most. We got a defensive manager, but we can't defend. We can't attack. We can't do shit right now, yeah? A man actually think that this guy should still be in a job. But we're 10th in October. We're like 10 points off 5th.
And fighting to stay in the Champions League group stages.
Fighting to stay in the Champions League, yeah. We're fighting for top 4 because we're at the title
League
race
Cup
already. But for some reason, man, are positive out here. Like, what are you, man, smoking, innit? Like,
well, some people were saying, you know, like you're saying, I know you got a lot of like stick after the Chelsea game for not being positive, and yes, it's interesting you try and put a spin on it. But does that just show that, you know, those little bits of glimpses of hope is just like papering over cracks? Does that performance show that, or?
I just thought I was right, blood. And it's fine, I'll wait for the apologies in the inbox, fam. But you know what it is, yeah? The exact same performance I saw against Chelsea is what I saw today, bruv. Like,
from the first half, yeah.
One performance cannot change my mind, bruv. I've seen this for 2.5 years, fam. Like, are we now any closer to winning the title or challenging for the title than when Jose came in? No, we're not, bruv. And he's been at the club for about, 5 months longer than Klopp? Are Liverpool closer to winning the league than they were when he took over? Absolutely. So what is it? Do you know what I mean? How much longer do we give him? Do we give him another 400 million and another 2.5 years? Like, let's be realistic now. You man are deluded if you think we're going in the right direction, but it's embarrassing. It looked like a training game today. We got mugged off.
Like you said, they didn't even get out of second gear. They were actually sloppy. Really, they were misplacing passes, you know, making mistakes and stuff. And they still just cruised through the game without any problems.
And the best thing about it is no changes. So that means it was good enough for Jose. And guess what? He would have taken a 1-0 before the game. Don't get it twisted, you know. That was damage limitation from Jose today. He was happy with that 1-0. He's like, you know what, I'll take this.
Why do you think he didn't make no changes? I know Alexis wasn't there and Jesse wasn't there, but he had a few options on there. And like you said, when nothing else different was going on the pitch, yeah. Well, we had Fred on the bench, we had Chong on the bench. You got Herrera. You can try, especially deep into like the 80th minute when nothing else is going. Why do you think he hasn't changed it?
Because he was happy. I told you, it was damage limitation from him. You say, oh, we never had no options on the bench, bruv. Like, Rashford had a poor game today, bruv. You might as well have thrown Chong on for 10 minutes and seen what he done, because he could have shown them something that Rashford weren't showing them, because he didn't play well today. Like, Jose's a coward. Like I said it, he's too safe. He's not a Manchester United manager. He's about as suitable for this club, yeah, as a fork is for a bowl of soup, fam. I'm telling you, the guy's a joker. Like, he should have never been here in the first place. Now we got him. Like, really, he needs to do one, innit?
Did he buy more? Did he, like how we bought more time, supposedly, like with those two results, obviously against the Newcastle and the Chelsea? Has he like maybe sped up that process now? Is the heat back on like more than it was before? Or is it just the same? The board are just going to sit there, wait till maybe it's mathematically impossible for us to get in the top 4, wait till we're out of the chat? Do you think they'll just wait till everything's gone, or do you think there's still a glimpse that they could actually act soon?
Bro, that shouldn't have changed anything. Newcastle are shit, fam. Yeah. This is still the same manager that played 3 DMs against West Ham, fam. You know what I'm saying? And we shouldn't have been 2-0 down against fucking Magpies in the first. Fucking Newcastle, blood. Have they won a game this season, bro? Like, what a Newcastle, blood. Do you know what I mean? So you have to look at these things. It shouldn't make a difference. As far as I'm concerned, the guy's a joker, innit? He's stealing a living. You look at Lukaku, fam. 75 million plus Rooney.
How poor
for
was he
that,
today,
blood.
man?
I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but what striker's gone for more than 75 million, bro? He's one of the most expensive strikers in the world, bruv. A man's a donor. And then Matic, bruv, I've seen fucking lorries turn faster than him, bruv. What is he doing? 40 million, and Kante went for 30. So that's what we're spending money on. We're trying to polish piles of shit here, bruv. Do you know what I mean? He hasn't spent our money well. He hasn't coached the team well. Defensive manager can't defend. On your fucking bike, mate.